Edition of Business Pants, joined by analyst Hole Matt Moscardi.
Hey-o.
On today's Revolution of Smiles, called July 14th, 2026, the very special speed round with categories good game.
What does that mean?
You'll find out. This is. Oh, what happened?
No, it just faded out.
Oh, I didn't like that. It scared me. I'll get to our sponsor. Our show today is being sponsored by Free Float Analytics.
Ew.
And freeflowanalytics.com, the only platform measuring gold power connections to performance for free. Now, I heard that you might be using the new beta platform in a presentation tomorrow. If it works.
I've been talking about this. There are these scenario models on there that they're expanded. There's like 2,000 scenarios.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, there's like 2,000. Well, I should say there are a couple hundred scenarios in which there are like 2,600 data points to determine how the scenarios are gonna. It's nuts. I don't know who's doing this, but they have a lot of time on their hands.
Is that true? Do they have a lot of time on their hands? No,
it's not true.
If you want to jump into the game?
Yeah, what is the game? What am I doing?
This is the good game, and I just decided to. I'm gonna put them all into neat categories because people are really stupid and they need to follow rules, right? And then we're just gonna go fast. Like, if you wanna take a break and talk about something, that's up to you. You are the arbiter of truth, but I'm giving you full permission. There's a lot of headlines,
so I can just whip out a score.
We're covering the whole
context.
world. These are all headlines from the month of July 2026. Right. You can just, if you just want to move on, you can grab a score. You can say a quick one-liner or two. You don't have to go into depth. It's just
Are you telling me to be quiet?
No. I'm giving you the right to just speed around the whole game, because instead of whittling it down, I was like, you know what? There's a lot to cover. Let's just cover it all and see what happens. Ready?
All right, let's do this.
Yeah. So the way it works is I find a headline that makes me feel good, and then Matt gives it a score 0 to 10.
I dispel that notion is really what I do.
All right. We're going to start with a category called fun headlines.
This is just purely headlines that you found
fun.
Fun?
Yeah, and there's only 2 of them.
Am I rating the funness or the goodness?
It doesn't matter. Well, they made me feel good. They made me feel
What
good.
a game.
They made me feel good. This is the good
game.
game. No, not fun. They made me feel good. This one, just because, I think it's the right way to wrap up this whole story and forgive for the American audience that doesn't read anymore. Forgive me if you don't get the analogy, but I don't really care. First headline: Tesla stock is waiting for Godot.
Oh,
I like that. That's good.
that is very literary. Who is that?
Right?
Is that Beckett? Is that
Beckett. Yeah,
it's a play, right?
It's waiting for someone who never shows up.
Yeah.
I think it's the right way to. I like that.
But is it? I feel like it missed a trick here because Musk is waiting for Godot. Like Elon Musk is the one.
Yeah, you could say that Musk is Godot. You could say that.
Yeah, there we go.
But I would
like
say
mine better already.
I would say his promises are Godot. Right? He's frozen again.
I mean, I'm back now.
Oh, well, that's
how
weird.
long? How long do we think I'll be back though? I don't know
I don't
what's going on.
Is it your computer or is it? Could you hotspot it?
No, it's not my computer. It's my. It's
Do you have
like
hotspot?
I do and I don't.
Okay.
Connecting the hotspot. All right, let's
we
see
could-
how far we get.
Okay. I mean, we could do it tomorrow, but why would it work tomorrow? I don't understand.
Because I'll fix things. That's what I do. I fix.
Okay, so
things.
where
That's all
are
I
we?
do. Put fires out.
Where
All
do you
right.
wanna start?
Tesla stock is waiting for Godot, but Musk is really Godot, and Musk, or we're waiting for Musk. I'm
me a score.
I'm gonna give that a 7. It's
Okay,
fine.
The other fun headline is Jim Cramer says this. Quote, Zuckerberg's not a bozo. You can quote me on that, end quote.
Yeah, he's incorrect. I'm gonna.
But I like that he has to say that out loud, though. He had to say he's not a bozo. I just think it's funny.
That is a funny thing that he needs to confirm. Like,
Yeah, it's
just
like
so
when
you
Trump,
guys know.
you know, Trump is constantly confirming these cognitive abilities of his, these tests he takes.
Yeah, and every time he goes and gets a physical, it's
It's worrisome. Who talks about that stuff
the
all the
greatest
time?
physical
Nobody
ever
ever
had.
talks about stuff like that. So what do you give the Kramer?
I give that a 5.
All right, so let's stay with Zuck sucking. Meta employees burned $221 million in AI tokens in 1 month.
Whose tokens? Don't they have their own AI?
Right, that's one question. I just like that they're
very
burning
confused.
Zuck's money. That's Zuck's money.
I know it is. It is just his
I
money.
hope they do it forever.
I think this is great because it suggests that A, they're not using their own service, they're borrowing somebody else's service, and B, that like they are actually burning Zuck's money, $220 million in a month.
Yeah,
that's over $1 billion. They lost $8 billion on the metaverse, didn't
Maybe
they?
that's why
Wasn't
they're
that the
firing
number?
people.
Or
Too
was
many
it
tokens.
80? It could have been 80 billion. I'm going to give that a 10. I love everything about that.
And then staying with Zuck, Mark Zuckerberg said AI agent tech is advancing more slowly than expected in an internal town hall.
Just for him.
But
That's very specific.
Right, I guess you're right. He thought it would be better. He thought he was smarter than this. It must kill him that Anthropic and OpenAI, Gemini, they're all way ahead of him.
I struggle with this because he's actually like what made him brilliant is his ability to break every rule and not apologize, like just keep going, right? Like it's not his technical capabilities that made him brilliant. Like even in the Social Network, they made him look like he was some super genius.
Well, okay, but he was like coding simplified things 25 years ago or whatever, 20 years ago.
He stole an idea from the Winklevoss twins.
Yeah, not a very complicated idea, but an interesting one, I suppose.
He bought Instagram. He bought WhatsApp.
Yeah.
He bought Oculus Rift.
Threads was created as a response to Twitter, right?
Twitter. He copied Twitter entirely internally. Yeah. So far, explain to me what his innovations have been. The innovations he's tried have been metaverse, AI.
Notice how far away we are. I did think for a little while that this concept of meta was going to be in our lives forever. It is so gone.
It's so not there. And
no, it's all AI all the time.
Somebody asked Jim Cramer if Zuckerberg's a bozo or not.
He's not a bozo.
Oh.
Give me a score on this one that Mark can't figure stuff out.
I'm going to give this a 7 because it's good that Mark. Actually, I'm going to give it a 9 because that's really good that Mark can't figure something out.
Let's stick with the theme. This is fighting back against big data middle school bro bullies. People fighting back. Japan enacts social media law requiring flagging of AI content in elections.
Good. They actually enacted. The enact is the key word there. That's a 10.
I heard some young people on the bus yesterday. Kind of questioning each other back and forth, like, no, this is AI, right? Yeah, it's got to be AI. And I was just like, oh, we're already here. Like, we don't know what's real.
We don't know what's real. It's already gone. Yeah.
Law school bans laptops and phones as AI cheating scandal grows. This is the University of Chicago. That's a pretty significant university. Yeah,
that's good. Well, it was a Brown professor that told students that they couldn't like they had to come into class to write down
exam.
on paper to take the exam, and they all failed. Like 50% of them got worse grades. I love this. It's a 10. It's all 10s. You stop it.
Wow.
Just stop it. Just go back to papers and calculators.
One of my best games ever. Disable autoplay and infinite scroll or risk massive fines. EU tells Meta.
Love it. 10.
Wow, we're on a roll here. Meta found to breach EU laws with addictive Instagram, Facebook designs.
Found to have breached the laws and actually pay or are accountable for the breach of the laws are two different things. So I'll give it a 7 because it's somewhere in between.
California versus Elon Musk. Tesla snubbed as new EV incentives boost Rivian and Lucid.
Yeah, I covered this one
you did.
on Friday.
I think it's a $3,500 rebate.
I love the nuance of this, which is like they literally just set price cutoffs that were below what Teslas are and said, we will cover this and below. And then they basically said, or if you're headquartered in our state, then we'll cover you, we'll give you subsidies. And Musk very famously, I hate California, F them. And I love it. It's a 10. I'm feeling good, even though the internet doesn't work.
New anti-Elon ETFs allow investors to avoid Tesla and SpaceX.
I didn't know those existed. I might have to invest in one of them.
Yeah.
I don't think that's necessarily good. I think that's that is
why you're
because
here.
all they're doing isn't this reversing stupidity. And my rule about that is it's an automatic 5.
I don't
the
know.
indexes added it.
They shouldn't have.
Fast, and they shouldn't have. It's a private company. The whole dual class thing. I'm now beefing with Jeffrey Sonnenfeld about dual class shares.
As you should. I wonder what Jeff would think of the indexes just destroying their playbook. Fast tracking.
He didn't mention it in his article.
Right, he didn't. No.
I'm going to give this a 5 because it's reversing stupidity.
Social media's big tobacco moment. Meta faces $1.4 trillion fine for allegedly fueling teen suicide and addiction.
I love the headline, but it's a clickbaity headline. I'm giving it a 6, but they're never going to pay 1.4.
Well, remember, this is 33 states in this
they're
suit.
never, ever in the history of ever going to pay that.
Google loses fight over a record $5 billion EU antitrust fine.
I like that. I like that when Google loses a fight. That's an 8.
EU proposal to curb minors' access to social media coming later this year.
No. Wake me up when it's here. That's a 5.
All right. Let's keep this going with fighting back. This is now stakeholders fighting back. Just a bunch of stakeholders fighting back. This one surprised me. Paramount. I didn't know this was becoming so large and might actually end this merger. Possibly Paramount and Warner Brothers Discovery hit with lawsuit from 12 states, including California, to block the merger. This could happen. It looks like it's.
It's not going to happen.
Okay.
This is nice in theory, but it's not going to happen. It's. I'll give it a 4.
All right. New York Attorney General sues 3M, others over Forever Chemicals.
It's going to be fun when the Department of Justice gives them immunity for everything or something. I'm going to give this a 6 because I like that somebody's doing something right.
New York City becomes first in the U.S. to ban deceptive subscription practices, like junk fees and all that.
But is that like my Netflix is a deceptive subscription practice? Like, what is that?
If you look in the billing, I don't know about Netflix. I was looking at my Verizon bill. I think that would probably qualify. I think Netflix is pretty clear, right? It's just a price, is it not?
Yeah, but I feel like everybody's subscription service should be banned. I don't think we should subscribe to stuff. I mean, isn't it like it's
enough
like
already?
It's enough. It's actually it was way better when we had cable television. You just had the fucking thing on your computer,
or you could just not get cable and very easily watch TV if you didn't want to.
With bunny ears,
and still get like real events, like real sports and real news.
You could get enough events that you didn't care. Like, I'm gonna give this a 6 because they're doing something, but still.
John Deere farm equipment owners have right to repair, FTC says.
Just an important clarification. This was brought up by the Biden administration, and the Trump administration gets to take credit for it.
Yeah, because it's some kind of, farmers are associated with like Christianity, and it's some kind of a weird
So
it's a weird relationship there.
Now everyone's going to be like, "Oh, Trump won us, the right to repair
Right.
that we've been asking for." But Biden's FTC, like Lena Khan, was the one who said this is not okay and brought the lawsuit in the first place. So I like it. 7.
Wow, we're flying. Well, we've never had such an efficient good game. Let's move on to speaking of fighting back, women to the rescue.
Oh,
okay.
This is a whole category.
Yeah. The first one is judge rules Trump's $1.8 billion IRS deal invalid, then calls lawsuit an attempt to manipulate the courts. I only mention this because every headline I see with a judge, it's Judge Kathleen Williams of the U.S. District Court in Miami. Yeah, it's incredible. It really is incredible.
Yeah. I'm going to give that an obvious.
I know, but still.
I'm going to give it an 8, but because it was so obvious. The only bulwark against a total corrupt administration at this point is 5 women judges, isn't it? Isn't that the whole wall protecting us? That's it.
Yeah, I think you're right. 35% of women are now on the SBI boards of directors. It's a Swiss performance index. And also they're claiming that on those boards where there are not enough women, the nomination committee chairs are being voted against at a rate of 25%. They're getting 25% no votes.
I only care about the influence numbers, Free Float Analytics influence numbers, because Free Float found that in places that mandated women on boards, like in France and in Denmark and Norway and Sweden, they had the largest power gaps where women were on the board at higher rates and had less committee role, less leadership roles, less equity, all the things were less. So it was welcome to the board, women. Now sit and listen to your male owners, is how it read. So I'm going to give this a 5 until more research is done.
Well, speaking of which, women reach record share of Finnish company boards. In Finland, 37%.
Yeah, they had a super high power gap, so I'm going to give that a 5.
All of Scandinavia, right, has a high.
All of Scandinavia. They were the worst power gaps in the world.
The women who covered this earlier this week, I think, the women who wouldn't let climate data disappear. These are 3 women: Rebecca Lindsay, Anna Eshelman, Mary Lindsay, who they recreated the government's site on climate data. They completely recreated and saved all the data.
This is a 10, and it's
right?
I have for 2 reasons. First of all, somebody did it, and it had to be done, and you knew it was going to get done, and of course it was 3 women who did it. And number 2 is I have deep empathy for this, right? Because I feel like our entire company is built on recreating data that we find in somebody left in a gutter somewhere.
Yeah, because even in the world of ESG and ESG data, where these people rely on this data to kind of formulate their quote unquote opinions on things. The data disappears year over year. There's no way of accessing it going back historically. I don't understand that. I
remember back at the mothership at MSCI when we were building ESG ratings that I had people reach out to me and ask me oh, we want to at one point when we started Free Float right after MSCI, there was a group that reached out to me and said, we want to recreate the MSCI ratings, but we want to do it algorithmically. We don't, and I said, good fucking luck. Because what we did was literally hand collect bullshit from companies all over the world. And you can't do that another way. There wasn't another way. And there isn't still another way because it's so non-standardized. And they ended up basically just trying to guess. They just had math guesses at what the rating would be. I love that these women did it. It's a 10.
I remember at the mothership when my company, the GMI Ratings, was bought by MSCI, and some of us were a little bit really, we're losing our independence. They said, no. It's for you nerdy loser researchers. They're talking about me, of course.
Yeah. That's you specifically.
There's great news ahead. There's going to be fruitful fields lie ahead. You're gonna have access to new data sets, all the historical data. It's gonna be so easy for you to manipulate it and make your reports and have all these insights. I was like, okay, well, I guess that's cool, but that never happened.
No, of course it didn't happen.
Didn't even come close.
Did it not happen? The opposite happened.
We lost data.
We lost data. You had no historical access.
We shipped out we fired the local data collectors. There was no we sent it overseas where there was a lack of understanding of governance in general. But anyway, those are other points. Let's get back to being happy. Stakeholders rule category. That's an old-fashioned one. Just stakeholders, winning.
Yeah, straight up, it's good. Yeah.
Yeah. Power workers Independence Day strike wins pensions in Pennsylvania. This is the publicly traded utility in Philadelphia. They won their pensions back, I guess.
Did they lost their pensions?
They were losing things. They also won the right to have lifetime health care in retirement. So they won some things. They won some good things. You look confused.
I give it a 5. I don't know what to when you win your pension back.
Well, okay, I might have misspoke there. I don't know. But my sense is that these days most strikes unfortunately are reversing like a cruel stupidity from above. That's my sense.
That's true. So 5 by rule.
Okay, maybe you're right. Yeah. Fortune 500 Land O'Lakes. Why does that have to be in the headline? Why do we care?
Because
Land
it's not
O'Lakes.
Publicly traded, so everyone's like, what is that?
Oh, it's not? I thought it was in our database. Land O'Lakes.
Beth Ford is, because she's the CEO of Land O'Lakes. She's everywhere. She's on every board and every nonprofit. Land
O'Lakes is letting workers choose what days and times they work, and the flex jobs are getting more applicants, blah, blah, blah. But I thought that was interesting for a Fortune 500 company, letting workers choose what days and times they work.
I mean, let's operate under the assumption that everybody who's working at a major corporation is an adult.
Yeah.
And let's operate on a second assumption, which is that most people want to be good and successful. Nobody goes to work and is like, I really want to suck at this job. Everybody would like to be good.
Yeah.
When you allow people to be adults and you motivate them to be good, it doesn't fucking matter when they come in, if they come in, how many hours.
It kind of doesn't, unfortunately. You're talking about mostly desk jobs, right? Because obviously it would be different manufacturing or factories, right?
Yeah, well, because you gotta be in a physical space.
With a team, probably.
Come on, this is great. This is them letting them be adults. I'm gonna give it a 7. Mostly because I'm glad it's happening, but I wish other companies would treat their employees like adults. Jamie Dimon called his employees lazy. Brian Moynihan said, if you don't show up on time to a meeting, you're selfish.
Yes.
That's what he said. Who are these fuckers?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, they're Brian Moynihan and Jamie Dimon. It's funny you mentioned Beth Ford, because when I first read that headline, I thought, well, this is a win for working women. I mean, absolutely, women. We know how much they take care of at home, but then you reminded me that the CEO of Land O'Lakes is a woman, which is pretty rare. So I don't know if there's a causation there. But the next one, he earns $33 an hour as a Costco cashier. Now he's a millionaire. This is one of those clickbaity headlines, but I thought, you know what? I now shop at Costco. I don't know if you've ever been to Costco, ever shopped at Costco.
I don't go to Target anymore. I only go to Costco.
And the one thing I will say is, two things I'll say. Some of the nicest people I've ever dealt with as a customer, helpful, happy, polite, whatever. But the cashiers specifically are so damn good at their jobs. I mean, they get me out. It's like seconds. I barely have time to say anything. And I just think I just picked this one because a dignified wage for an American worker. It's unusual. That's all I'm going to say. I don't see this very often.
They write it like, I can't believe someone from Costco
I know, that's
is a millionaire.
That's what you're supposed to click on, yeah.
But the fact is, being a millionaire or having $1 million is like, if you ever want to retire, you can't retire for less than $1 million, right? You're between the cost of health care and the cost of living, if you retire at 65 and you live 20 more years, do the math. $1 million actually doesn't get you that far. So this actually means that you have to pay a living wage for people to retire and live in dignity. That's it. I'm going to give it a 6.
And beyond that, I would say that what Costco at least is recognizing is that they really, if you didn't have these great workers, who were so good at their jobs, the company would suffer.
Yeah, of course it would.
If they were like dopey, they didn't know how to help you. They didn't know where things were. They didn't care.
Have you ever tried to ask a person at Target where something is?
Yeah, they stare at you kind of blankly.
They look like they simultaneously want to murder you and don't know.
Yeah, and you don't get that at Costco ever. The last one in this category, stakeholders rule, is... Oh, this one's for me. This has been always... I've said this for years. Why don't they just do this? Chief Sustainability Officers' new pitch to CEOs. Climate action isn't about morals, it's about money. See, how
is this the new pitch?
Right? I think this is how they should be fooling all the CEOs. Like, they're like, okay, let's just try to make some money off of this. How about that?
There's no fooling. You could make money off of this.
Stop pretending that you're a data scientist, a climate scientist. Just stop, and I'm just going to help you make some money here with this.
Chief Sustainability Officers, what the fuck have you been doing before this? Really, you've been what, appealing to, saying like, look at these children who are starving in Africa. Well, that's worked a lot for Fortune 500 CEOs.
That might not be the way to get to their hearts. Yeah.
I'm going to give this a 5. This is reversing stupidity.
Okay, here we go. 2 more categories. First one's called idiots losing money.
Okay.
This is just the headlines. I'm just going with the headlines. Eric Trump has lost $600 million of daddy's money betting on crypto.
I don't think that makes a difference. I don't think he loses money because they just steal it. So I'm going to give that a 5.
That's an interesting perspective. And then this is a very simple headline. I didn't even dig into it. It's a very quick one. Larry Ellison loses $60 billion.
I'm going to give that a 10 for the succinctness of the headline. Yeah. There's no context. There's no nothing. It's just guy loses $60 billion.
Finally, for the good game of July 14th, 2026, we've done a good job here. You've done really well. It's clear that you want to get out of here and do something else. It's very clear.
I'm worried the internet's going to go down. I just want to move.
So we're going to end this one on the speed round of stupid. Okay, 5 headlines. Okay. Remember, all of this is real, by the way. I know the people listen to our show think, okay, well, they just make everything up, and
no,
nothing's made up. Yeah. Honda, again, I just like the headline here. Honda recalling more than 325,000 vehicles over potential crash risk.
That seems like a good reason to recall some vehicles.
Yeah,
but I can't give that a good headline. I'm going to give that a 5.
I mean, if we're going to get philosophical here, isn't there a potential crash risk with all vehicles? Right? Am I wrong?
Yeah. Actually, there's a potential crash risk of bicycles and
that's true too.
And motorcycles, and I saw somebody with a motorized unicycle today.
Oh God. But bicyclists, they're not going to really hurt anything if they crash. I get more irate these days as people. And I almost can't blame the people because we have a new car, and we used to have a 2011 Subaru Outback, and it couldn't really go that fast on the highway. It just started to feel weird, right?
Yeah, wobbles. Yeah.
Now it's easy to accidentally go 90. It's because these cars are impressive. But they go at such great speed so easily. And if you fuck up, you're going to kill. I mean, they're killing machines. So, I don't know. Yeah. Well, we can move on from this topic.
I mean, you could have
they don't need to be that fast, is my point.
At the end of it, I guess.
What happened to the 55-mile-per-hour speed limit? That's what I want to say. All right. Speed round of stupid. What did you give that one? You gave it a 5.
I gave that one a 5.
Costco CEO. This one comes up all the time, but I'm just going to say it again. Costco CEO promises the $1.50 hot dog is not going away. The price will not change as long as I'm around.
So what I find interesting about this headline is it suggests that they will lose money on every hot dog happily because they know they make the money back elsewhere, right?
Well, that is part of the pricing model at Costco, because I think they do it with dairy too. They sell it at a loss because they know people will come just for milk or eggs.
For milk, eggs, and a hot dog, right?
Hot dog. And I've seen these hot dogs. They're pretty big and they're pretty impressive looking. And the worst part is, not only do they come with 20 ounces of soda.
I don't want that.
With a free refill too. So if you have a horrible diet, this is the best deal ever. But then I think people don't need any of this.
No.
But I just think it's fun and stupid. So what do you give me a score?
I'm gonna give this. This is Ron Vacris, or is
Yes.
I'm gonna give this a 7. I like him. I like a man who says the thing and sticks by it, no matter how stupid it is.
West Virginia spent $3 million to create university program to fight woke ideology. 1 student is enrolled.
10. This is the greatest. Like this is correct. Nobody gives a shit about your like.
I'd like to meet that
anti-woke.
student. We should have that student on. It's obviously a
good
guy,
idea.
right? It's got to be a dude, right? There's no doubt. Olive Garden is bringing back its. This one's for you. These last 2 are for you. The first one because you're Italian, so I thought you'd appreciate this one. Olive Garden is bringing back its $100 unlimited pasta pass after a 6-year break. I love how specific all that is. What do you think that is? What is an unlimited pasta pass? You think it's like is it like a badge? Do you have to wear it on your? Is it like a lanyard? Do you wear it around your neck? Like
no, it's like a membership card, but it's like really thick and made out of metal, and you pull it out of your wallet, and everyone's
you have to like
impressed.
embarrassingly like pull it out and like
you have to
show
pull it out and be like, I have the pasta pass,
and then
they serve you unlimited pasta,
and you could come in 3 times a day.
What do I know? What
You're
rules
Italian.
about
You
pasta
don't know
pass?
this?
Yeah, of course I don't know this. Olive Garden is the furthest thing from Italian food. It's
They
like
have
saying
pictures-
General Tso's chicken is Chinese food. It's
They
not.
have pictures of Italy on the walls. I'm pretty sure.
I take it back. It is. Fully
They have
Italian.
breadsticks. Isn't that what Rome invented? Was breadsticks?
You know what they don't have in Italy? Having been there multiple times, they don't have unlimited pasta pass.
I hope they don't have Olive Garden. Is my.
They don't have Olive Garden either.
Give me a score. I just like
this
to
is
like
a
6-year
0.
break. I like that they sat on this for 6 years and they're like, you know what, guys, it's time.
0. It should have never been brought back.
Well, in that case, it probably should be a 10 because it's in my speed round of stupid. But that's all right. Finally, let's end this show with this one. This is another one for Matt. Taco Bell makes urgent changes after outbreak of explosive diarrhea.
What are the urgent changes? They stopped serving food?
Well, you know what's an urgent change is explosive diarrhea. It's an urgent change on your bowel, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't like that change.
No.
Although, who goes to Taco Bell?
Like teenagers.
Taco Bell's not Mexican food. Olive Garden's not Italian food.
Well, speaking of which, I saw that Chipotle is opening its first restaurant in Mexico, and I was like, really? I mean, I guess it makes sense when you think about what Chipotle tastes like, but it's a lot better than Taco Bell. Let's be fair.
You could get cheap tacos at like a street.
Almost made it.
Almost made it.
Oh my God, we almost made it. I knew we'd hang up talking about diarrhea for too long. Give me a score.
All right, I'm giving this a 0 because there's no urgent change that Taco Bell could make that would make it not give you explosive diarrhea.
I will say, can I just applaud before we tune out of here and leave? I want to applaud the human body, by the way, for diarrhea. As much as I hate it, it is one of our best inventions. It's like you eat something, and it's like, oh no, and it just like gets rid of. I think that's cool.
I would be better. I'd be more okay with it if people actually paid attention when they had it.
Right, they don't repeat the
I'm not going to go back to
they
Taco
don't do
Bell.
That. They don't seem to care. They don't seem to care. Yeah, it's a fair point you made because when I was younger, there was a lot more explosive diarrhea. But now that I'm like a little wiser, it like doesn't happen because I don't eat crap anymore.
Because you don't go to
I eat
McDonald's
normal food
and Taco Bell and Chipotle.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you don't.
All right. Let's look at the score. How do you always get the same score? I don't understand. I thought we had something going. It's a 6.7. Actually,
that's pretty good.
If you do the actual math, it's a 6.66.
Oh,
that's the actual math.
That's less good. That feels Satan-y.
I thought we had something going, but it went downhill. All right, yeah.
That was our speed round, mostly because of my internet. That's
I enjoyed that.
Rawless, Damien to his friends. I am your analyst, Matt Mascardi. We are Free Float. Come back on. Are we doing a proxy countdown?
I think we're skipping.
I think we're skipping a proxy countdown
we'll do it
this
next
week. We're in summer session.
Oh, maybe
we'll
we could
have
do
something
scenario
for you
modeling maybe next week.
I think we should do the whole show on scenario modeling.
That would be awesome.
And then on Friday, we'll wrap up the week. Until then, good.